Good morning, students. Now, for this year, some portion is reduced. So, in that portion, the second tangent theorem, chord tangent second, that theorems are reduced. That's why, after 3.4, this problem set we have to start. In between, all the pages and points are removed. It is reduced from the syllabus. So, that's why we will see the first question from the problem set first. Four alternative answers are given. We have to choose one. Now see, two circles of radii 5.5 and 3.3 respectively touch each other. What is the distance between their center? Now see, all of you know that it is not mentioned anything here touching internally or touching externally, and that's why the answers are two, not one. And if you are observing that when the two circles are touching externally, the difference between the center is equal to sum of the radii, and when they are touching internally, the distance between the centers is equal to difference between their radii. And according to that, the distance between the center is 8.8, that is 5.5 plus 3.3, 8.8, and 555 minus 3.3 is 2.2, and therefore the answer is D. Okay, in exam no need to mention anything, just you have to write the answer. Always remember that for objective type of question in the board exam, when answers, how to write the answers, to write this D option is compulsory. Okay, means question number first one D sufficient. If you are writing only 8.8 or 2.2 and not mentioning D, then you will not get the marks. So to write the correct option is compulsory. That is your choice. You can write the answer with the correct option or just how to write the option. That is depends on your choice. Now two circles intersect each other such that each circle passes through the center of the other. If the distance between their center is 12. If the distance between their center is 12. What is the radius of each circle? Now if you are observing these two, what is given here? Two circles intersect each other such that circle passes through the center of the other. Means this Q is a center of one circle, P is the center of another circle. So one circle passes to the other circle, or you can see the one circle passes the center of other circle. Now what is given? Distance between them is given. If you are observing that P is a center and this P center is passing through the Q point, where Q is a center of other circle. So PQ is the radius of this circle, as well as QP is also radius of this circle. Means both the circle having the radius 12 centimeter, and therefore this answer is B. See, a circle touches all the sides of parallelogram, so the parallelogram must be a rhombus. Is it? It cannot be square as the angle are not mentioned. Rectangle, you can't say, because rectangle means parallelogram sides, opposite side are equal, but angle it is not mentioned. Square, angle not mentioned. Trapezium, no, because already it is mentioned that the parallelogram, and therefore this ABCD is a rhombus. Maybe the sides are equal, angle we don't know. Okay, and therefore the answer is rhombus, B. Now this question. Length of a tangent segment drawn from a point which is at a distance of 12.5 cm from the center of a circle is 12. A is the point which is from the center of circle at a distance 12.5 cm. Okay, and the center of circle another distance, that is this AB is a 12 centimeter. Find the diameter of circle. Answer. If diagram is there, No need to read only question. Why? Because already it is mentioned that this is 12.5 centimeter, this is a AB is 12 centimeter, and it is given that the tangent means this AB is a tangent touches to the circle at point B, therefore this B is 90 degree, and therefore OAB is a right angle triangle. By the Pythagoras theorem you can easily find out the OB, that is 12.5 square minus of 12 square, you will get the OB. Very simple. See here answers. Therefore, the answer is 7. OB you calculated. OB is 3.5. Diameter is 2 times of radius. Now, here also, if you are observing these two circles are touching externally. So, if two circles are touching externally, how many common tangents are there now? See, this is one tangent, this is one tangent, and one of the standing. So, there are total 3 tangents you can draw when the circle are touching externally. Okay. Now, angle triangle ACB. Angle ACB is inscribed in the arc ACB of a circle with center O. If angle ACB is 65, find the measurement of arc ACB. Now, don't be confused. Arc which given ACB is given means which arc? This arc, not AB arc. ACB arc. Now, what is AB? AB is 2 times of 65. So, it is 110. So, total is 360. 360 minus of 110. Sorry, 130. Why 130? Because angle ACB is 65, not 55. 65. So, AB is an arc which is inscribed in the angle ACB. Angle ACB is inscribed in the arc AB. Always remember that when three vertices are used, it means that it is a major arc. Okay, because if it is AB you have to mention, then it is a minor arc, and this ACB it is mentioned. We have to find out the ACB. Now, because angle ACB is 65, so only arc AB is the 2 times of 65, that is 130, and measurement of arc ACB is equal to 360 minus 130, that is 230. In a cyclic quadrilateral ABCD, twice the measurement of angle A is the thrice the measurement of angle C. Find the measurement of angle C. Now see, A and C, ABCD is a cyclic. Opposite angles are supplementary. So by the theorem of cyclic quadrilateral, angle A plus angle C is 180. So what is given according to the given condition? Angle A is thrice the measurement of angle C. Angle A is twice the measurement of angle C. So according to that, what you will get? You will get, if you have 2A plus 2C is equal to 2 times of 180 multiplying by 2. But what is given? Twice angle A is equal to 3 times of C. Twice angle A, twice the measurement of angle A is equal to 3 times of angle C. So substitute this, you will get 3 times of angle C plus twice C is equal to 360, that is 5 angle C is equal to 360, and therefore angle C is equal to 360 divided by 5, 72 degree. So this do the rough work. Okay, and in answer no need to write the explanation. If you are observing, the 7th question is not there. After 6, I directly took here 8 because 7 is reduced from your syllabus. It is based on the chord concept. Point ABC are on the circle such that measurement of AB is equal to measurement of BC equal to 120. No point except B is common to arc. There is no any point between them. Which type of a triangle ABC? Very simple. See, it is equilateral triangle. Because AB is 120, BC is 120. What is AC? AC is also 120. 360 minus 240, you will get the 120. So, answers with explanation I given here. Okay. Now, segment XZ is a diameter of a circle. Now, see here. XZ is a diameter of a circle. Point Y lie on the interior of a circle. How many of the following statements are true? What is given here? It is a diameter. So, XWZ, it is a 90 degree right angle triangle. Why? Because it is inscribed in the semicircle. Y is the point which is interior of a circle. it is not possible that angle XYZ is acute angle. Yes, obviously XYZ, how it is possible acute angle? Is it? Is it correct? No. Which one is it true? We have to find out. We don't know only. Angle XYZ can't be a right angle. Yes. So which statements are true? We have to find out. So answer is C. A segment XZ is the diameter. So angle XWZ is a right angle triangle. So Y lies interior of a triangle XWZ. Therefore Y angle XYZ is greater than 90 degree, and therefore angle XYZ is a obtuse angle triangle. It is the correct statement. Okay, and if you are observing by seeing only, you can easily recognize the Y is the obtuse angle triangle. So which one is the third? Angle XYZ is an obtuse angle. So only third statement is correct. So answer is C. Okay students, so these are the objectives also I explained here. Now see question number 2. Line L touches a circle with a center O at a point P. If the radius of circle is 9, answer the following. What is the distance of OP? OP. What is the distance of OP? Y. Okay. Obviously, you can easily find out. If distance of OQ is equal to 8 centimeter. Here it is Q, beta. Think so. And distance of OR is a 15. OQ is 8, OR is 15. How many locations of the R are on the line L? Very simple question it is, student. Now see, segment OP is the radius of a circle. And therefore, what is radius of circle? It is a 9 centimeter. And therefore, distance of OP is a 9 centimeter. It is given, just we have to mention. Second, we have to find out here 8 centimeter. OQ, distance of OQ is 8 centimeter. So 8 is less than 9 centimeter. Yes or no? Yes. The distance of OQ is less than distance of OP. So OP is what? Radius. So this OQ is less than OP. Then Q is the interior of a circle. Okay, and therefore this Q is it possible this Q is here? It is possible? No, this is wrong, because this is 8 centimeter and your radius is R is equal to 9, and therefore this point Q, it is in the interior of a circle. Okay. Now see, second one. There can be a 2 location of R on the line. Why? Because R is a 15. How many location of the R on the line? Maybe this side or this side. Okay. So if you are finding out the R in triangle OPR, angle OPR, this is a radius, this is a line, this line is intersect the circle at point P. So P is the radius of the line, means it is touching to the circle at one point only, and therefore this is the tangent to the circle by the tangent theorem, and therefore OP is perpendicular to the line L. And so if you are observing this, so OPR is a right angle triangle, and therefore OR square is equal to OP square plus a PR square. By calculating, you will get the PR is equal to 12 centimeter. And another, so your PR is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay, so this side or this side, it may be that point, and therefore it R may be both the side. Now see the third question. In the adjoining figure, M is the center of circle and segment KL is a tangent segment. If MK is equal to 12, KL is equal to root of 63, then find radius of a circle. Very simple. MK is 12, KL is root of 63. Already it is given that KL is a tangent by the Pythagoras theorem. What is given? And measurement of angle K and M. K and M we have to find out. Okay, no problem. Observe the diagram. This is a tangent. Tangent means tangent and radius gives 90 degree. So angle MLK is equal to 90 degree. Now, what is given? KL is root 63 and MK is 12. What is LM? By the Pythagoras theorem, you can easily find out ML square is equal to 6. Now, ML is 6 and your hypotenuse is 12. The side opposite to the side opposite to 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. Is it? Yes. So, by that theorem, 30, 60, 90, converse of 30, 60, 90 theorem, we can write down M is 60 degree. Now, M is 60, L is 90. What is 30? This is 30 degree. In that way also you can easily prove. So students, all these questions you have to mention in your notebook. And today's homework is that you have to solve question number 4 from the problem set and send me up to the session time.